you're there, just take the next step. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets, Monday edition with me, your host Marcus. On today's episode, we're going to talk about 5 aspects of being a leader. Okay, now one of the best definitions I've heard of leadership came from Nick Saban. He is the head football coach at the University of Alabama. He said leadership is doing what is taking action that's going to benefit somebody else. It's acting in the interest of somebody else. That is what leadership is, okay? And now I'm going to just get right into it. The problem that this is going to solve is that it's going to help you make your life easier, because you're going to have to lead, which means basically being the head. At some point in time, you've had to lead probably an organization, or, lead something at work, or lead something on a team. Most of y'all play sports or played sports at some point in your life. And so understanding that you're going to have to lead, these 5 things will help you. So let's get right into it, okay? And the first one is strategy, okay? Which is basically the overall plan of what you want to do. It's your plan of attack. Like if you're a football coach, you could say, we're going to have a really good defense, so we're going to blitz a lot, and we're going to cause turnovers, and that's how we're going to get points. Or if you're a company, like our strategy is to be the most customer-centric people who do what we do, and that'll help you to go forward. The next one is tactics. The tactics is how you do it, just the day-to-day stuff. Like we're going to have meetings twice a day, at the beginning of the day or the end of the day, or we're going to do certain things. We're going to have checklists for every client if you're at work, or just things like that. The tactics are small things you do every day. And also stay tuned for the very end for a surprise. The next is execution. Execution is just doing it, okay? Execution is just going out and doing it, saying that, hey, we're going to be number one, then you go be number one. That's what execution is. The next is preparation, okay? Being prepared, planning for something in the future today, okay? And now the 5th one is situational intuition. And situational intuition is where you're looking at the present point. You're like, okay, what do we do? Does the team need a rest today? Remember, the problem it's going to solve is going to help you to lead in whatever you're trying to do. Everyone has to lead in some capacity at some point, okay? And if you notice, these 5 words spell out the word steps, okay? And situational, let me finish this. Situational institution is just tapping into your intuition, like, okay, I'm going to give them a rest today, or we're going to push today, or maybe we should come and work on Saturday. That's just situational institution, just looking at the contextual environment, saying, let's make this choice today, okay? And if you see, those 5 words spell out steps, okay? Strategy, tactics, execution, preparation, situational intuition, okay? Take the next step, you're already there. And also stay tuned for a surprise, okay? At some point in time, you're going to have to lead. This will define that leadership position. Remember, it's acting in the interest of others, okay? Making decisions for someone else's benefit. Most people make decisions for their own benefit. And so that's the best definition of leadership I've seen, is making decisions for someone else's benefit, okay? Because at some point in time, you're going to have to lead, okay? So how can you take this information? This is a real secret, okay? And it matters because a lot of things you want are going to require you to take a step out front. And that's what being a leader is. You got to be willing to stand alone and be courageous. It's not easy. And I don't know, and honestly, leadership too is one of those amorphous, nebulous words where it's like, what does it even mean? But like I said, the best definition I heard was from Nick Saban was, leadership is acting in the best interest of others. I'm repeating this because a lot of us think that leadership's like a title. And like I said, I'm not an expert in leadership, but I came across these secrets. I learned it from the University of Winnington, and I'm just kidding. But I just want to go over them again. There's strategy, okay? That's your plan of attack. What's your plan for the people that you're helping or leading, okay? The next is the tactics, is what you're going to do day to day. All right, are you going to talk with them every day? Is it going to be very tight-knit in person? Or are you going to do it remotely, okay? Execution is going out and doing it, okay? And preparation is seeing something that's going to happen a year from now and planning for it today, okay? And then situational institution is just saying, intuition is just like saying, okay, let me look around. We need to do something. Like, for example, with Nick Saban and his team, back in 2018 when they won the national championship, he pulled the starting quarterback and he put in the backup and they ended up winning the championship. They needed a spark. And in another national championship, he kicked an onside kick and they got it back. That's a great example of situational institution from someone who I think has the best definition of leadership, which once again is acting on behalf of someone else's benefit. And now we're on our surprise. Today's surprise is, thank you for watching, by the way. Today's surprise is, a man without a smiling face must not open a shop. This is a Chinese proverb. A man without a smiling face must not open a shop, okay? So we're gonna end on that note, but just remember these 5 steps to help you to lead, okay? I learned these from the University of Winnington. I'm just kidding. There is no University of Winnington. That would be cool if, like, University of Washington's football team could be like, we're the University of Winnington. We just win games. But the last 5 parts is, you're there, take the next step. At some point in time, you're gonna have to lead, so you may as well take this information in so it'll be easier. Remember, take the next steps, which stands for strategy, tactics, execution, preparation, and situational awareness. Probably never heard this before. If you enjoy this, feel free to look at my other channels. And lastly, as always, unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situations, but successful people, you hopefully make decisions based on where you want to be. Make decisions based on where you want to be and just learn from this content. It's different. Okay, bye.